So what was the reason behind the fall of Gupta Empire? The reasons behind the fall of Gupta Empire. I have already made videos on the Gupta Empire with Chandragupta 1, Chandragupta 2, the background of that Gupta Empire, how it came, it were from which clan, which Varna clan. I have already made videos. Go on my channel, search for it, you will find it. Okay, so what was the reason behind that fall of that Gupta Empire? So the reasons were like the successors of Chandragupta II had faced an invasion by the Hunas from Central Asia in the second half of 5th century AD. And the initial successor like Skandagupta, he fought bravely. He took very effective measures to suppress the Hunas, but they proved to be weak and were unable to cope up with the Huna invaders, who excelled Huna invaders were very excellent in horsemanship, and possibly they used the stirrups made of metal, and due to this they were able to move quickly and got success not only in Iran but also in India. Okay, so in short form, if write the successors of Chandragupta II had faced invasion by Hunas. Okay, and the Skandagupta fought bravely. Skandagupta fought bravely and taken effective measures against Hunas, but it proved to be weak. And because of the reason, like the Hunas were very excellent in horsemanship and they were using stirrups made of metals. So and they were so moving quickly, so they got success in Iran and in India also. By AD 485, they captured Malwa. And substantial portion of the central India, where their descriptions have been found, and the intermediate regions of Punjab and Rajasthan went also into their control, and due to this they lose the control over trade. But Hunas were soon overthrown by the Yashodharam of Malwa, and the Gupta Empire was further undermined by the rise of feudatories, where they were declaring themselves as an independent. Okay, so they were proved to be independent, and the loss of the Western India proved to be fatal for them. Like the Western India was a major source of trade and commerce for them, as I have already talked in the video's lecture. So they completely lost the control over the trade and became economically weaker. And to overcome this weaker, they continued the supply of gold currencies, but they started mixing. They were giving a very little amount of gold in that, but this also does not prove success for them. And by the 6th century, they lost the glory of the empire. And they may have found the difficulties in maintaining a large professional army also, because of the growing practices of land grants of religious and other purposes. Like they were giving lands for religious purposes without any cost, so it was like they are reducing revenues. They already lost the control in the Western India, so they were getting economically weaker. Further, they were giving the lands for the religious purposes, so revenues were completely declining. And as they lost a foreign trade, and they tried also maintain their gold currency, but reducing the content of gold into it also does not prove to be fatal or the useful for them. So they were proved to be fatal, and by the end of 6th century, imperial glory of his empire get vanished. Okay, thank you.